Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I built a web scraper using the n8n. So in this n8n tutorial, I actually built a web scraper as you can see right there. And what basically this particular workflow does is that you simply give it a web address and it gives you back that page's text but cleaned up. So a raw web page is full of HTML junk, like menus, scripts, styling code, hidden tags, and whatnot. So your workflow throws all that away and hands back just the readable words plus a few useful details like the page title. So basically, you can think of it as copy the article and leave the website behind. And I think this is very useful because AI models choke on raw HTML, it wastes token and confuses them. So almost anyone doing AI automation needs a step like this first. And same for saving articles to a database, checking a competitor's page, or grabbing a link's title and image for a preview card. So first, let's see this in action, and then I will show you how I basically built it. So for that, the first thing that I'm going to do is click onto this execute webhook option. I will just execute this workflow, and once the execution begins, I will simply redirect myself to this particular hyperlink. So you can see this is the hyperlink that will be used. So in this hyperlink, you can see in this link, the source URL is currently set to example.com. Here you need to replace it with that particular web link that you want to scrape. So for that, we can, go to any Wikipedia page. Let us go to the Wikipedia page, or you can go to any website, that doesn't matter. And now let's open any particular web page. So, for example, the French Revolutionary Wars. Now, I'll simply copy the URL of this web page and replace it after the equals to sign. And now it will scrape this particular web page as you can see. Now I will enable the pretty font, and now you can see here is all of the details about the same. You get the OK status, the URL, and also the fetch dead time, the title of the web page, its description, its images, language, and also the H1 and H2 heading tags as well. Apart from that, you also get the word count at the and also the character count and much more important details which you can see right here. So basically, this is how this particular web flow works, or this workflow works. So now let us explore its stages. So it has a 4-stage process. For the first node that you can see right here, this is the webhook. So the webhook is the front door. It turns your workflow into a mini website that sits and waits. When somebody visits its address, the workflow wakes up and runs. It also grabs whatever you typed after the question mark in the address, which we saw right here. So basically, that's how it actually knows the fetch page node is the visitor. It goes to that page and downloads the page, pretending to be a normal Chrome browser, so sites don't block it. It gives up after 20 seconds, and if the site refuses, it passes along the failure quietly instead of blowing up. And exact is- clean text is like a cleaner and the brain. It basically deletes scripts, styles and tags, fixes weird characters, and back into tidy and spacing, and then also puts out the title, description, preview, image, headings, and all of those things that we saw. So if I simply double tap to open it, you can also see the config that I used. I used the get method in order to fetch the particular listening from this URL. We have the path that I have set to scrape, and authentication I have set to none because I did not wanted any authentication. And then I have this fetch page, as you can see right here. I have used the authentication none. URL is set to json.query.url, and headers have been specified using these particular fields below, which are user agent and accept. Then I also enabled the follow redirects with 21 maximum redirects, and also a never error option so that no error occupies in this particular option. The timeout that I told you about is defined right here in this expression. Then we have the the extract clean text. This is basically more of a JavaScript query, and you can see the query right here. You can use anything like Chat GPT or any other AI ML out there to create you a JavaScript query which does this exact function. The mode is set to run once for all items. Apart from that, there is also option for run once for each items, but that is not required here. Language is set to JavaScript instead of Python because JavaScript tends to be more suitable for web-based applications. Then finally, we have the send response. This simply sends the response, within a JSON query, and the response body is set to JSON.stringify and JSON right here, and nothing much more in that. So basically, this is pretty much it about this particular setup of a web scraper that I built using n8n. So that was all for this particular video. If this video was helpful to you, do make sure to drop a like, tell us in the comments if you like the video or if you have any questions or if you are stuck anywhere. And also don't forget to share this. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.